came here and it's like, wow, Taiwan is like so modern. So there was like so many things that it's just like, we have cell phone coverage, like reception everywhere. Yeah. In Sweden, we don't have it. You have to like literally like stand up here, like reach, oh, I have like 2 bars on my phone, I can send a message.
My first shock in Taiwan was when I saw students work in the 7-Eleven and they're doing everything. So, oh, what is going on? Like, it should be at least 5 people working there. Why is only 1 person doing all of this?
As a worker, Sweden is amazing. As a customer, Taiwan is amazing.
大家好，我是野菜。Today we are taking interview from Lukas. What is your Chinese name?
Lukas.
Okay,
Very simple.
This is too simple. This is not my Huayecai. Lukas. Lukas from Sweden.
Yes.
One of the oldest foreigners in Taiwan.
Maybe on YouTube at least, yeah.
One of the oldest YouTubers in Taiwan.
Yes, could be.
How long have you been living in Taiwan?
14 years.
Oh, geez, 14. You studied here, right?
Yeah, so I was here for like half a year, 1 semester.
Yeah.
And then I went back home to Sweden, graduated, came back, and then I've been here for like 14 years now. So 14 and a half if you include my 1 semester here as well.
Wow, that's a lot of time. How did you feel on your first day in Taiwan?
Honestly, like one of the biggest shocks ever. And not just because it was like a new place and like a culture shock, but my absolute first impression of Taiwan, I was living in a dorm, Suzhou University up in Shilin. I came straight from the airport. Security guard was going to show me to like my dormitory in the school. The first thing I hear in Taiwan is, and he says, "Don't go inside, snake in kitchen."
Oh my God,
like
what?
Literally the first thing. Turns out that there was like a snake in the kitchen of this dorm that you had to go through in order to get into like the room. And it's like the only time I've ever seen a snake. And it just so happens to be like the first day. But I saw like the poor student who was gonna catch the snake. She was as terrified as I was. Then I knew like this is not a normal thing because even Taiwanese people are afraid of snakes. Very uncommon. First thing that happened, I was like, where am I? What is happening? How am I gonna survive here for like 5 months?
Do you have snakes in Sweden?
We do have it, but not where people are. Like if you go out in the field, there will be snakes, but it would never be snake in your kitchen or something like that.
I know you lived in a countryside in Sweden.
Yeah.
So it's completely different from Taiwan.
Completely different. And that's also one of the reasons for why I ended up here as well. Because I was an exchange student. I wanted to go somewhere that was completely different. So I really wanted to go to Asia. Then like I recognized Taipei because of like I knew Taipei 101. That was like the only thing I knew about Asia. There is Taipei 101 because it was like the tallest building in the world at the time. When I was a kid, like learning about Taipei 101, I just thought that, you know, I'm living in the countryside. I want to try like the city life. And now I'm living here, like in the middle of Taipei.
Taipei city life met you with a snake in the room.
Yes. I don't know if Taipei people will call like Shilin and Suzhou University downtown Taipei, but for me, it was definitely major city life.
I don't know, is there a downtown in Taipei? What is downtown in Taipei?
I mean, it's like Xini,
yes.
Chu.
But I mean,
it depends. Like if I would talk to like my Taiwanese wife, she would say like Dongchu or like
Ximen for some people.
Maybe Ximen, yeah. But I feel like for students, Ximen is downtown. For business people, Xini is like downtown. So it's very nice that you have like a lot of different downtowns. In like Stockholm, for example, we have like one really like old town that is downtown. The further away you go, like really the further away from the city you are.
In general, European cities look different from Asian. What did you think about Taipei in general when you came here? Because you are a village boy, right?
Yeah.
So for you, it's completely different. What do you feel about it?
This is the thing, because I was really struggling for like a year. I was trying to figure out what is like the difference. Is it like Sweden and Taiwan that is different? Or is it like the countryside versus the city that is different? It really took me like years to just figure out, and I'm still not really sure, to be honest. The village where I'm from, we literally have like 40 houses and that's it. And then you have to like drive through the forest for 15 minutes until like the next village. So it's literally like in the middle of the forest. So there was like so many things that it's just like, we have cell phone coverage, like reception everywhere. In Sweden, we don't have it. You have to like literally like stand up here, like reach, oh, I have like 2 bars on my phone, I can send a message.
This is for real?
Yeah. Like
wow.
my parents still now, 2025, we don't have like cable internet. They only have like 5G on their phones. So it's like stuff like this. When I came here, it's like, wow, Taiwan is like so modern. Like even these like 7-Elevens. Before I came to Taiwan, I had never seen something that was open like 24/7. Because even in Sweden, like they will close at like maybe like 2 a.m. the latest if you find like a gas station or something. It really blew my mind that like why would you want to go and buy something at like 3 a.m. It seems so unnecessary. Now I go and buy stuff at 3 a.m. like every week.
But you know why? Because you have good labor laws in Europe.
Yes.
People care about their private time. In Taiwan, it's Japan, night shifts, you know.
Yes, it would literally be like too expensive because you have to pay like 200% like overtime if you want to run after like 10 p.m. I think.
You don't have Japan Wenhua, right?
No. Swedish people hate work, so yeah, it will be way too expensive.
What happens? Let's say you work at the office, it's 6 p.m. People just do what?
People just go, yeah.
Just close the laptop and go?
I mean, if you work in an office, yeah, for sure.
But if you have some important call, for example.
This is the thing, because your colleagues also have the same rules. So if you have like a Swedish call, would never have a call at like 6 p.m. Because the client or the customer will also say, okay, by the way, yeah, I need to go now. Let's talk tomorrow. And like, yeah, sure, of course we're gonna go. And even if it is like a time difference, let's say you have American customers, like there's so many stories where Americans would be upset because Swedish people would not work or reply to emails during the weekend. I think it's even like regulated. It's like illegal for your boss.
Illegal.
It's illegal for them to require that you reply outside of office hours. Like, you cannot get any punishment if you don't reply an email, basically.
I mean, this is great. This is healthy work and life balance, basically.
But that also means that anything that you want to do in terms of like service, for example, like let's say that I want to get my AC repaired. I have to wait like 3 weeks. People are just like, they don't work, you know? And here in Taiwan, like that is like the number one thing that just amazes me. You can have a person not only coming here on a Sunday, but they can come with like 2 hours notice. We had to get our AC repaired like last month. I called them at like, you know, it was a Sunday afternoon. I was like, hey, when can you come? And he's like, sorry, I'm a little bit busy. Can I come at 6? And I'm like, 3 hours? Like, what are you kidding me? Like in Sweden, it would be like 3 weeks, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that. As a worker, Sweden is amazing. As a customer, Taiwan is amazing.
Huge difference. But still, I would prefer not to Japan. Oh, wait, have you had any experience working for Taiwanese company?
No, not like a normal job. I have some acting gigs from back in the day, but there's a lot of job on there as well.
Yeah, of course.
Heard stories. I mean, of course, I have a lot of Taiwanese friends. It's like Japan, and you cannot leave the office until like your boss leaves the office, right?
Yeah, this is like the weirdest thing actually. My first shock in Taiwan was when I saw students work in the 7-Eleven and they were doing everything. They mop the floor, they help you print some papers, make coffee, talk to customer, help you pay for some bills. So, oh, what is going on? Like, it should be at least 5 people working there. Why is only 1 person doing all of this?
In Sweden, though, we have like the opposite. We love like the kiosk and like the self-serving stuff. We really don't want to talk to people at all. Plus it's expensive to hire people. So for us it's like the fewer people the better, because we don't want to have to like talk to people. If you go into like a McDonald's or anything, like every single one have like the kiosks. It's to the point where you cannot even go and talk to a person. You have to order like in the kiosks.
Wow. I thought Russian people are cold. Here we go. Swedish. So you are wrong, Swedish guy, right? You're laughing, you smile.
Yeah, maybe I've been Taiwanese a little bit.
Nice. Because Russian people don't even look at each other for a long time, because if you maintain like long eye contact, it means you're going to do something. You need something from this person, and usually in a bad way. But in Taiwan, like old people, especially in MRT, they just, you know, sit and like see you, and there's just, you know, 5-minute eye contact, and they just smile and look at you. Does it happen to you, no?
Especially like a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm barely outside actually. I'm just like at home and like editing my videos. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Found it really cute, you know. Which Taiwanese habit took you the longest to understand?
Drinking like warm or like room temperature water.
You don't like it?
I need to have my water cold. Even during the summer, 33 degrees, Taiwanese people will still drink热茶. I just don't understand. I'm already sweating and I don't want to drink like anything warm. I don't want to drink like a hot soup. I will never understand this.
Wait, you are from cold country. Sweden is as cold as Russia.
We never eat soup. I never had soup growing up. My mom never cooked soup for me. I never got soup at any of my friends' place, or like in school, I think we have it like once per month or something. But other than that, soup is just not a thing. And honestly, I did not drink any hot liquids until I came to Taiwan. And people were like forcing like tea down my throat, you know, like, and I don't want to be unpolite. So I had to thank you so much. And I'm like sitting there like drying my sweat, you know, it's like, oh my God. Number one for sure.
I have another question. What is the most Taiwanese thing you do now without thinking?
Of course, it's like the language, I guess. I would pick up a phone, like, way. I just went back home to Sweden now, so that is what it's in top of my mind. I was like, I have like Swedish friends calling me. I'm in Sweden, and I see the phone, like, Wait.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
Classic.
wait, what? Like, wait, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, wait. Sorry, hey? Yeah. Other than that, I feel like I've been in Taiwan for so long, so I don't know what is like Taiwanese. I don't know what is like Swedish. For example, like now, something that is very Taiwanese to me is like showering before going to sleep. And that's something I do now because I have a Taiwanese wife.
She forces you.
She forces me. I would never do that by myself.
I have the same. So she's actually like champoni, right?
Yeah.
Is there any like jabao involved?
No, I just know my place.
Good to know your place.
Yeah.
I do the same.
Yeah. I still feel like a little bit like, you know, we're in Taiwan, so we should do as Taiwanese people do.
Yeah.
If you're married to a Taiwanese wife, you have no choice.
I had to argue a lot. I just figured, yeah, I'd rather take shower. I spend some time to take shower, then argue with her the whole evening why I didn't take shower.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time to just like do as you're told.
As they say, happy wife, happy life, right?
Yes.
Another question. What is the most useful Chinese phrase you use every day?
差不多.
差不多?
This is maybe something that I become like more Taiwanese. I'm a very like 差不多 type of person now. Yeah, it is good enough. Mostly bad, to be honest. So I don't really speak Chinese that often. I mainly speak like with my wife or with her parents.
差不多 to me is basically 没办法. I like 没办法.
But I'm a Swede, you know, we always find a banfa, you know. We always find a solution to things. So
Yeah. In Russia also we don't have such a word, 没办法. There's no translation into Russian basically. But in Taiwan, you know, you just want to give an answer without giving an answer. So you just say, okay, 没办法.
So the one that I use the most, reply back to my wife.
Yeah.
Not that I reply back to my wife being like, there, but
don't do it.
It's a lot of like 原来如此.
原来如此.
原来如此. My wife would explain like a lot of complicated things, and then the summary would just be like, 原来如此. You have to shower at night, and then it's like 10 minutes reason for why I need to do it. 原来如此. It just shows that you have listened, you have understood, you're never gonna do the same mistake again. 原来如此. 不好意思，我的错。
When did you get married?
We got married in December last year. So far, so good.
Did you have any like big arguments when you just started dating or something?
The biggest like difference came up when we moved in together. Lived together with other people for like a very long time. If you have a roommate, then you have your own thing in a shared apartment. But when you move in together with like now my wife, then you're sharing everything. For example, I had like a whole set of like utensils, kitchen stuff, like a pan. I have had the same pan for like 6 years. It's an amazing pan. It works. I can do whatever I want with it. Literally, like the first thing she did, she's like throwing it away.
Without asking you?
She definitely didn't ask me. She's telling me this has to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? And she's like, I have a white one. Yours is black. And I'm like, who makes a decision about a kitchen pan based on the color? Of course, you go by the function. Her logic and way of thinking is just completely different. We have so many things that I had fully functional dehumidifier, we had like some radiators that we had to like get rid of and buy again so it will be like the same color. And I think that was like the first thing that I was like, wow, my life has changed. Like I'm not the one making my own decisions anymore. But I have to say though, because I know my wife is going to be watching this video, I 100% approve and agree with my wife's decision because now everything is unified. Everything has like the same style. Our home has a style. Whereas before, I would just buy things like separately and I'll be like, oh, 这个GP 值比较高. So I will buy this one without thinking of what other things do I already have at home. But now my wife is handling everything. I'm paying and my wife decides on what to buy and it's perfect.
当然，老婆一定是对，老婆不会讲错，对不对？当然。
原来如此。
So you're married, so you're basically planning to live in Taiwan?
Yeah, at least for like the foreseeable future.
Have you ever considered moving back to Sweden?
Yeah, it's definitely in the plans, as in like one day we might move back, like at least to Europe, and then we will see if it will be Sweden or not. Just because I'm a Swedish citizen, we have free education if we would have a kid in the future. Sweden makes most sense, but we also have like a very like, you know, good businesses and lives here in Taiwan, so it will be very hard to start over from scratch.
But you say benefits are way better in Sweden.
I mean, benefits are way better in Sweden, but the tax is also way higher. So I guess when that time comes, comes, we would have to, it's like a financial decision. Where do we have most savings left afterwards? For the next 5 years, I don't see ourselves leaving Taiwan. Plans now is that next year we're gonna move to Ilan. I think that's like the perfect combination. So it's only like 1 hour into Taipei. You can definitely go down to Hualien over a day trip and like explore the east coast of Taiwan that I still haven't really explored that much compared to like the west coast.
Yeah, Ilan is a good point, but to me it's a little bit dangerous because it's really prone to, you know, getting a lot of damage from earthquakes, from like typhoons.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
You're not afraid of this?
I think like earthquakes in Ilan are still okay because my wife's family is in Ilan, so we're there quite often and we always get like the earthquake reports from them.
Yeah.
So far it's okay. Once upon a time like a typhoon might hit Ilan more than Taipei, but I don't think we can afford a house by the sea anyway, so we're pretty good.
Let's talk about this, shall we? Does it bother you that you cannot see your parents in Sweden often?
Of course, yeah. Technically, you know, like now I'm a full-time YouTuber, I decide my own schedule. It's just about like the money. It's very hard to go back home and spending like that money every single time, but I try to go home now like once a year and I stay in Sweden for like a month. Of course, you miss a lot of the things during the year, but I cannot think about this because then I will just be like super depressed and I just would like to go back home to Sweden every single month, you know?
Yeah, true. This is the same thing for me. I'm trying not to think about this a lot because it really makes you feel depressed. You're trying, you know, to come up with different scenarios, how to arrange everything.
Yeah.
Nothing would work anyway.
No,
it's like, okay, better not think about it.
It's impossible. But I do think that right now, like the life I have in Taiwan is better than any life I could have in Sweden. The reason for why I'm still here.
If you have a baby here in Taiwan, it's better for a baby to grow up in Taiwan or in Sweden?
This is a very sensitive question. I don't know if this will actually happen, but this is our plan right now. Stay in Taiwan until the kid is supposed to start school. We then would go to Sweden. So the kid will start school in Sweden. Just because from what I've heard about Taiwanese school system, it's just very different compared to Swedish school systems.
You mean Swedish schools are like chill and relaxed or what?
I wouldn't say it's like chill and relaxed, but it's just like a lot shorter. Same with like the work culture. When the school is over, then it's like the school is over. We don't have like bushiban. We don't have like these like cram schools. We have like weekly homeworks. We have a homework that you're supposed to do during the course of a whole week. And it's not crazy amount. So I can do all of that homework in like 1 or 2 days. And then I have like 3 days plus the weekend where I don't have any homework. The homework is already done.
Sounds good.
Sounds amazing. The impression I have is Taiwanese kid is expected to do the same amount of work every single day. And there's no time to like have any hobbies. There's no sports teams or anything like this like by the school. That's how I grew up, and I feel like that's also how I want my kid to grow up as well.
Yeah, actually one of the scariest things I saw in Taiwan is you walk by some school basically and you saw a bunch of kids coming out of school. Mostly every second one of them wearing glasses. And you notice this, so why so many kids wearing glasses?
I believe you. This has never crossed my mind.
Did you compare benefits in Sweden and in Taiwan regarding new families, regarding kids?
I think there's definitely is a lot more benefits in Sweden, like 100%. Even like financial aid, it's so much more in Sweden, which is weird because like Taiwan is the one with like a birth problem. But the one thing that is huge different is maternity and paternity leave. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's in total like 1.5 years.
Wow.
Then it's like the mom gets 6 months, dad gets 6 months, and then the remaining 6 months they can divide as they want. Here in Taiwan, what is it? It's a month, maybe like it's like 2 weeks for the dad, I think, or like 1 week even.
Yeah, this is big difference.
That's the biggest one. And then in Sweden, we have the free education. You have free healthcare as a kid until the day you turn 18. You don't have to pay for anything. And the money from the government would take care to cover like your basic needs. With that said, we pay everything back in taxes. Everyone is being taxed like 33%.
Yeah.
So that is a huge difference. That's where the money comes from. But if we're only talking about having a kid, I think without having done too much research, definitely having a kid in Sweden is much better.
But I still wonder why Taiwan doesn't have a lot of interesting policies or whatever, some programs for young families, considering this I don't know.
This, I don't know. I think someone much smarter than myself should answer that question.
Who is smart? I
I think the number one reason for why this happens is just like people cannot get their own apartment, their own place.
Yeah.
So there's no like privacy to even make the kids in the first place, you know? Like if you're living with your parents until the day you get married, of course you want to have like a few good years together with your partner without having kids. This is like completely natural. But in Sweden, that happens like when you're like, you know, 15 to 18. I moved away from my parents when I was 15, and I was living at the school with roommates, but still like very much on my own. And then when I graduated high school, I had my own apartment. It was a very cheap student apartment. So I think having these like just more houses, cheaper houses made for Taiwanese students, maybe if few years from now we will solve the baby issue as well. I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm just saying I definitely think that would affect the number of babies we have.
But sounds like a good idea actually. Anyways, on this beautiful note, I think we can finish the video. 谢谢大家你们来看这部影片，记得去订阅他的频道，看他的影片，而且看他访问我的影片，非常有趣的。我们下次见，拜拜拜拜，
拜拜。